Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we've got a fascinating lineup of fascinating facts that are sure to keep you entertained. From ancient laws to quirky trivia about everyday items, you won't believe some of the things we've uncovered. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into these 30 incredible facts. Here are 30 random facts to make your day. Under the ancient code of Hammurabi, if conspirators met in a tavern and were not captured and delivered to the court, then the tavern keeper would be put to death. If you stretch a regular slinky out to its maximum length, modern slinky toys are 19.8 meters long. The Slinky Junior is 8.9 meters long, and the original slinky from the 1940s is 24.4 meters long. The smell on your hands after holding coins is not the metal of the coins rubbing off on your hands, but the smell of your skin oils reacting with the metal of the coin. The red and white stripes on a traditional barber pole are a nod to the history of the industry. They represent the color of blood in bandages, alluding to the role of barbers as early surgeons. Studded or spiked dog collars derived their design from wolf collars, which are collars with large metal spikes designed to protect livestock guardian dogs from wolf attacks. The soft but distinct fluttery whistling sound made when a mourning dove takes flight isn't a vocalization, but the sound of air whistling over the dove's wings. Camel case is a style of writing words without spaces or punctuation, where each word in the sequence begins with a capital letter or a lowercase letter to stand in for a space. This style is seen in proper names like FedEx, YouTube, iPhone, and eBay, as well as in programming languages where a variable can have no spaces and is written like average daily views instead of average daily views. Phoebe Snetzinger, who lived from 1931 to 1999, was one of the most accomplished birders in the history of the world. Over the course of her life, she observed and documented 8,398 different bird species. According to New York State's tax code, but certainly not the people buying them, hot dogs and burritos are considered sandwiches for sales tax purposes. The White Cliffs of Dover, brilliant white cliffs along the English coastline facing France, are made of chalk pushed up from the bottom of an ancient sea by millions of years of geologic activity. Adaptional attractiveness is a phenomenon in the film and TV industry where, regardless of whether or not a character in a book was described as being homely or unattractive, characters are played by attractive people. Salting meat preserves the meat because the salt draws water out of the meat and creates an environment that is inhospitable to most bacteria, fungi, and other pathogenic organisms. Velocipede, Latin for swift foot, is a broad term that encompasses all human-powered land vehicles with one or more wheels, the most popular of which is, of course, the bicycle. South of the island of Ibiza, there is a large colony of seagrass that is 8 kilometers across and estimated to be around 100,000 years old, making it one of the largest and oldest living organisms on Earth. The phrase, like water off a duck's back, is an appropriate one. Not only does water roll off a duck's back, but duck feathers are so water resistant that even when diving underwater, their downy underlayer of feathers stays completely dry. According to a study that featured AI and thousands of 3D tongue scans, the pattern of your tongue is as unique as the pattern of your fingerprints. In 2005, Mark Zuckerberg offered to sell Facebook to MySpace. The $75 million offer was rejected by MySpace CEO Chris DeWolf. The interrobang is a non-standard punctuation mark that combines the question mark and the exclamation mark and signifies an exclamatory sentence that is a question. Is that for real? Mushroom spores are spread by airflow and many species of mushrooms have a unique way of helping Mother Nature out. They create their own little microbreezes through evaporative cooling to help their spores move about. Lusciously green golf courses require a huge amount of water to stay in top shape. The average golf course uses over 1,135,623 liters per day, and courses in arid climates can use up to 3,785,411 liters per day. The phrases "No man is an island" and "For whom the bell tolls" are both from the 17th meditation in Donne's Devotions by English metaphysical poet and cleric John Donne. CAPTCHA, or the little text and or visual challenges you have to complete to prove to websites that you're human, is a contrived acronym for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. Inside a traditional piano, there are hundreds of meters of high tensile steel wire, some wrapped in copper, under tension. While each individual wire has a tension between 73 to 91 kilograms, the total tension of the collective strings is an astounding 16,000 to 20,000 kilograms. Irises, a genus of approximately 300 species of showy flowering plants found around the world, derive their name from the Greek word for rainbow. Iris is also the name for the Greek goddess of the rainbow. The shelves of your local grocer are stocked exclusively with aluminum foil, but many people still refer to it as tin foil, thanks to an English language artifact. The original metal baking and wrapping foil was made of tin, and wasn't superseded by aluminum until the 1940s. But in many regions, people simply kept referring to it as tin foil. Although identical twins share more than a few characteristics in common, they do not share fingerprints. Your prints are not determined by genetics, but by environmental stresses in the womb which are different for everyone, even those that share the womb with an identical twin. Speaking of identical twins, despite popular belief, it turns out that children of identical twins are not cousins as one would think, but are, genetically speaking, more like siblings. Despite the popular belief that glass blocks ultraviolet light, and therefore you can't get a sunburn inside of a building or a car, that's not entirely true. While glass does a good job of blocking most of the harmful UVB rays, which is the stuff that gives you a noticeable sunburn, it does let most UVA radiation in, which will also eventually give you a sunburn. In 1987, accomplished singer and Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, became the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Canola oil is a contraction of Canada and Ola, meaning oil low acid. The plant it is extracted from was originally developed in Canada and is one of their most profitable crops. Thanks for tuning in to our Random Facts adventure. What fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed these amazing tidbits as much as we did. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more fun and interesting content. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.